the view from the Hyatt Hotel. I should have looked a bit more carefully at the description, because it is at Logan Airport, and by at Logan Airport I mean on top of Logan Airport. And we have a lovely room on the 15th, 16th floor? 15th floor, overlooking all the major runways. And actually it's quite quiet. I could hear the guy's hairdryer next door louder than I can hear the planes. But there is an absolutely magnificent view at the main runways. It's just awesome. But no helicopters. But I could sit here and watch this all day. That much of a geek. But we're planning on jumping on a water taxi and going into the city, because we are the opposite side of the water to the city, which makes this hotel slightly cheaper, except the internet charges are absolutely outrageous, and you only have 200 meg. Considering my videos are about 2 gig, you ain't going to get one for a little while, so you won't see this for a few days. Yeah, we're going to take a water taxi over to the city and walk around for a little bit, grab some dinner, and then come back here and work out a plan for tomorrow, which will probably involve actually see the car from up here. It's the one which is badly parked. Not that badly parked. What is it with people here in Mercedes? Twice today I've almost been knocked off the road by bloody Mercs. Incredible. Anyway, so yeah, we'll work out then what we're going to do tomorrow. We will probably go over to the city in the morning, do the Freedom Trail thing, have a good look around, do a few sites, and then later in the afternoon we'll drive over to Salem and have a little look around there, and then come back here and probably have dinner here tomorrow evening, because then we've got a fairly early start the next day, as we have to drive down to Washington DC.
Success? Has it been an eye-opener for you? Or?
It's very big.
It's very big.
I think the conclusion is it's very big. We've been, because we've been to LA before, okay, and we did Route 1 up to San Francisco. That was a long way. That's like 1 day's driving now. It's like today we did 8
hours. Or
yeah. Today we did 7.5 hours driving.
Oh, you got here today?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, okay, now we've got a private ferry across Boston Harbor.
Okay.
But
I'm from Puerto Rico, actually. I just moved there on May 1st.
Yeah. Cool.
I know nothing about Boston.
Well, good, but we're all literally in the same boat then. Yeah.
Well, when it comes to war,
yeah.
Everybody's afraid of the storm, so yeah. And my friend knows also this one.
Downtown Boston. very quaint, nice and small. There's not massive amount to it. I reckon you could walk around the city in about an hour and cover pretty much all of it. Morning. So today we are heading out at the rather overpriced hotel at Logan Airport to Salem. Gonna have a little look around there. It's only about 15 miles away from central Boston. It's to do with all the witch trials and stuff in the 15th century. So we're gonna pop in the visitor centre and then probably just do a walk around the town, take some photos and have brunch somewhere. It should be nice, see something a bit different. Did manage to upload yesterday's video in the end after going rather apeshit in the hotel about some of their policies, doing them an appalling TripAdvisor review and then sending an email to the manager. This resulted in an email this morning from said manager offering me complimentary high-speed internet access with no caps, which worked quite nicely, and uploaded 2.4 gig of video, and also offered a food and beverage something or other, to which I turned down and said I'd quite happily just settle for a bottle of water, because that was all I wanted in the first place. After tracing up and down last night 13 bloody floors looking for a vending machine with water in it, and then trying to find one which took dollar bills, which got me quite pissed off, to say the least. Still, anyway, we'll see whether water is now forthcoming when we get back to the hotel later. And if they're lucky, we might even eat in their grill. If they're unlucky, we might even eat in their grill. Still, depending on how you look at it, it is actually a really nice view from the front of the hotel, overlooking the harbour. So if the weather stays nice later on, it would be quite a nice place to eat. But we're planning on coming back from Salem, parking up at that again for a measly $37 a day. Oh, and apparently that's because the lot is run on behalf of the airport and they have to pay the taxes to them. But they did offer me complimentary upgrade to valet parking, so which seems more hassle than it's worth, considering it's like next door to the self-park. So I really can't be arsed with all that. So we will see whether the hotel manages to redeem themselves later. But the terrible review
in half a mile, be in the second lane from the left, then keep left onto Route 60 West.
Yeah, the terrible review still stands, because I always stand by the theory that you should get it right first time and not have to bloody correct it later. So, tough titty on that one, Hyatt. But hopefully for your next guess you may get it right. Who knows? So, here we are in Salem with the Salem Witch Museum, which apparently we're not going in because it's incredibly tacky. And I'll try not to get my hand over the microphone and the camera this time. So there we have the statue of Roger Convent or something, I don't know, in the small town of Salem. So down at the harbour of Salem, quite a weird, creepy little town. All these, it is creepy. It got these weird little wood houses. Well, wood's scary. They should be made out of brick, even in the 15th century. yeah, every haunted house ever imaginable probably lives here. I've come across this rather strange little place, walking towards the harbour. Yeah, very odd. Here is the old Burying Point Cemetery in Salem. So this is the witch house. This is the home of the judge at the Salem witch trials. So we're now at the beginning of the Freedom Trail in Boston, and it starts just over here at the visitor centre, and it's signified by this red line all the way around the city, which we're now going to follow, and that's the first landmark.